Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. Don't forget to subscribe. And today we're actually talking about Wi-Fi. We've got it everywhere. It's in our airplanes, it's in our houses, it's in everywhere we go. You can walk into a business and they'll give you free Wi-Fi, but it can also fingerprint you and not by your device. This is really interesting, and the Register had a really good write-up on this. And here's what's going on. Researchers in Italy have developed a way to create a biometric identifier for people based on the way the human body interferes with a Wi-Fi signal, specifically how the Wi-Fi propagates. So these scientists have claimed that this identifier, a pattern derived from basically Wi-Fi channel state information, can re-identify a person in other locations most of the time when the Wi-Fi signal can be measured. So an observer, therefore, could track a person as they pass through signals sent by different Wi-Fi networks, even if they're not carrying a phone. In other words, as the Wi-Fi signals are bouncing through you, it's starting to understand that you are unique as it's bouncing through you versus me, etc., etc. In the past decade, roughly, scientists have found that Wi-Fi signals can be used for various sensing applications. I did a video/podcast about this years ago, about being able to look inside people's homes thanks to Wi-Fi signals, as it could map things out. Obviously not pictures, but as it was bouncing off of things. And it can be used for various sensing applications. Seeing through walls, detecting falls, sensing the presence of humans, even recognizing gestures, including sign language. So following the approval of 802.11.BF, that's a specification in 2020, the Wi-Fi Alliance began promoting Wi-Fi sensing, essentially positioning Wi-Fi as something more than just how we move data back and forth from a device to the internet or across a network. So re-identification, according to the researchers, is a common challenge in video surveillance, traditional video surveillance. It's not always clear when a subject captured on video is the same person recorded at another time or place. In other words, you can look at various video captures that we've seen for things like the Boston bombing, etc., as you're trying to figure out who did this, as they are going through various CCTV cameras around Boston trying to escape. They may not necessarily look the same, and obviously they may not be able to be correlated that easily. So re-identification doesn't necessarily reveal a person's identity, though, because again, a Wi-Fi signal is not a camera. Instead, it's just an assertion that the same surveilled subject appears in different settings. In other words, how Wi-Fi is essentially hitting you, etc., is going to be exactly the same whether you're here or across the country, because it's you, right? In video surveillance, this might be done by matching the subject's clothes or distinct features in different recordings. That's not always possible, though. Imagine somebody experienced with this trying to surveil. You can take off your clothes, throw them away. Now you've got a different clothes on, or maybe a jacket when you didn't have one, a hat where you didn't have one before. But these scientists say Wi-Fi signals offer superior surveillance potential compared to cameras because they're not affected by light conditions. They can penetrate walls and other obstacles. Obviously, a camera can't. And they are more privacy preserving than visual images because it doesn't necessarily have my face, but it's a unique identifier. So think about the potential surveillance issues that we here are going to have regarding specifically this. Right? We have Wi-Fi everywhere, like I said. And if, let's say, a government has the ability to hack in to Wi-Fi or control Wi-Fi, or require manufacturers to basically give them a back door in some way, shape, or form, depending on the country, then they could potentially track absolutely anything and everything going through Wi-Fi, therefore having a better ability to track us. We want to leave our phone at home. We don't want to be tracked because we know it's GPS and it can ping off of Google and your cell carrier and all these other things. Well, when we're leaving that at home, now the Wi-Fi can track us. These are the privacy issues that we are potentially walking into as we continue to improve our technology. And I love technological improvement, but I'm also a big fan of privacy. And while it's not taking a picture of your face, if I am completely unique walking through a Wi-Fi field compared to anybody else on the planet, so I can be easily identified, well then you don't necessarily need my face to understand it's me. So regardless, I think this is a privacy issue. I think we need laws and rules around this, and I think the world needs to get together and basically say how we can use this for good, but also protect ourselves obviously from surveillance, from overreach, etc., etc. So we'll see what happens, but we'll keep on fighting it. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please stay online and informed, protected, whatever I usually say. I just can't believe we have to talk about these things. Take care.